Jason,
Help me
she's
out.
the police.
Yes, help me out. Help me out.
Call the police.
Help me out. Help me out.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
not letting you go.
No, call police.
Stop with me.
No, no. Stop police. Stop police.
¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Pero espérate un momentico! ¡Me estaba gritando!
No,
¡Me
call
estaba
the police.
gritando!
She drugged him. Drug us. Stop
Stop,
police.
I'm telling the
¡No!
truth.
Yeah.
She stole everything.
Stop police.
¡No, Miguel, no!
Everything.
She stole everything. Ella roba todo.
Everything.
No, no. ¿Por qué tú quieres correr entonces?
I've been looking at this girl for a month. For 2 months.
No. Policia. Police. She robbed him.
Who's the police? I just saved another guy. She was with him.
Police. Open the bag. Open the bag. Open the bag. Scopola means that. Jason. Scopola means here. Scopola means here. María. Atrás. Normalmente el celular. ¿Quieres celular de? Ala atrás, María. Ala atrás. Tiene el celular.
I've been looking for her for a month. I'm in on phone.
Maria Alejandra Saltado Ortega. It's 3 a.m. and she thought that this man was just an ordinary victim. His name is Fritz and he will be instrumental in sending her to jail. You can watch the full episode on this channel. After Maria was arrested, Fritz will remain in Colombia, where he will work with Obilan to complete the documentary.
I just know that when the documentary is released, some people are going to criticize me. They will call me a sexual tourist and say that I was chasing after a working girl. But that's not true, and I disagree, because I was looking for none of that. I mean, on my Bumble profile, I specifically wrote no escorts, serious relationship only. What happened to me could have been easily prevented if I would have just, been more cautious. I mean, there was all sorts of warning signs and danger signs. I mean, a girl that's blowing you off all day and wants to meet you out at 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, that's the first red flag. The second one is she doesn't want to go and have anything to eat or a drink anywhere. She wants to come right back to my place. Second red flag. Third red flag is as soon as she gets into my apartment, she wants to pour a drink and she wants me to take a sip out of her cup.
Go.
In the end, I got my own justice, and I caught the bitch.
I made a lot of errors regarding the situation with Maria, but life is about learning from your mistakes to hopefully be a better person. And so this won't happen again.
And so, assessing the current situation introspectively, Fritz will reflect on Maria and everything that has happened.
I don't know how people are going to react to the documentary, but my hope is that at least one person can learn from it. I'm glad that I worked with Obi. He's a real professional and a stand-up guy. And as crazy as it sounds, I'm hoping to join him in catching more scope queens in the future. This could have been prevented in so many ways, but it happened, and Americans are dying, gringos are dying, not just Americans, but Europeans, everyone who's coming here to visit, these girls are getting them.
Get in there, so let's do it 14 centimeters.
52 Americans, I only thought it was 40 some.
Oh, she scoped 52 Americans?
This
This lady?
was the one
Oh
who
my
it happened
God.
to.
After Maria had been arrested and sent to prison, I felt relieved. It was like a huge weight off my shoulders. I no longer feel bitter about what happened, but that doesn't mean that I've forgiven Maria. It just means that I am in a positive space right now, and I'm glad that all my determination paid off.
The island and
As part of moving forward, Fritz will visit a popular tattoo artist in Medellin, where they will discuss scopolamine and the trend of blaming victims.
yeah, we want to fuck. Girls want to fuck as well. It's natural. So don't criminalize it and trying to tell people like you deserve to get scoped. You don't deserve to get scoped. Nobody deserves. Not even
Because
you, your
it's
brother,
not-
your sister. Nobody.
It's not your traditional
Yeah.
relationship
Yeah, it's not.
setting.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
People come down to have fun. Same with Miami. You know, anywhere in the United States, people go to Las Vegas. They come down to have fun, try to meet the opposite sex. Hopefully, something goes down.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
it's
Not necessarily
nature.
has to be sex.
Yeah, right.
It could just be a relationship.
Right.
You want to meet somebody, have some drinks, have a laugh. Maybe something can happen.
Right.
It's not something that you're actually pressing it into.
Right.
You just want something. Dude, there's nothing more enjoyable than a woman's company,
Yeah.
and vice versa. You know, it's like, I think that's what we're all looking for. We're all
Yeah,
looking
we
for
shouldn't
company,
be in
friendship.
danger
Yeah, you shouldn't.
because
No,
you're
nobody
looking for the
should.
opposite sex.
Nobody should.
If you're looking for a girl's company, whether it's sexual or not, you shouldn't be in danger for that.
Well, I will be the first to admit that I have personally seen and met a lot of Americans that are coming down here and Europeans that are coming down for the sexual tourism, for the cocaine, but that wasn't my intentions, and I haven't partaken in any of that. I don't use drugs, and I'm not interested in coming down and sleeping, or the what do they call it here? The mutual benefit relationship. I'm not interested in that. I was planning on coming down here and staying a while if I liked it, and my ultimate goal was to meet a nice girl to have a long-term relationship with, a serious relationship with. That was my goal. There are guys that come down for that. I'm personally not one of them. And yes, I met her at 3 o'clock in the morning, but with all due respect, I did ask, and I asked several times. I had it on my profile on Bumble, no escorts, no prostitutes. So it was there. And then I also had asked her on several times what she did for work and that I wasn't interested in paying for sex. And she told me that she was a dental assistant. So I was okay with that. And she reminded me she was a dental assistant after I met her in person. The only reason we met at 3 in the morning is because we were supposed to meet at 9, and she kept pushing the time back, not responding 2 hours later, hey, are you still there? And so it just ended up being that late.
Fritz will recall a story from a previous relationship and what led him to visit Colombia.
She filled the void with me. I was single. I was kind of lonely, not to sound like a pussy, but I was really lonely. And I wanted to run my business without, and have somebody to come home to every night versus just being by myself. Because it's hard to be effective, or it's hard to be successful like that. You need a cheerleader in your corner in one way or another, and that's more powerful than anything else, I think. So a woman can really build up a man who has the knowledge and the know-how and the drive. A woman only needs to
destroy.
Yeah, can build or destroy, exactly.
Yeah.
And so when you have that and then you lose it, it's like, man, I can't, how do I even run this shit now? Even though she wasn't really doing anything to help me run it, it was just filling a void. Yeah. She's watching YouTube videos every day, cooking these gourmet dinners for me every night, making me these gourmet breakfasts, giving me big hugs and kisses in the morning, complimenting me, telling me how smart I am and what a good businessman I am and how hard I work, and then just a cheerleader in my corner. always listening to my daily problems, you know, good listener. And then, you know, the sex with her was really good. And then I have like different hobbies, like for most of the rest of the world, especially down here. You know, I'm big time into fishing. She'd go fishing with me all the time. You know, always quick to jump on the boat. She knew how to tie her own hook. She knew how to take a fish off. She knew how to bait her own line. So she was like my little buddy. You know, she went everywhere with me. Deer hunting, we're in the snow, we're climbing a tree, sitting way 30 feet up in a tree. She's sitting with me in her own little tree stand. And she would just sit there and be on her phone and, you know, helping me keep a lookout and getting up at 4:30 in the morning with me in the dark, walking through the woods in the dark with me, climbing a tree. And it's like, I like slowly like fell head over heels for this girl. I didn't need to have any friends because she like filled all those, you know, roles as well.
So how did it actually happen?
Well, she lived about 2.5 hours, or she grew up 2.5 hours away. She lived with me, but she liked to frequently go back to her hometown and hang out with all her little girlfriends. So they want to drink, they want to party, they want to go out to the nightclubs. But she was a very small girl, and she just didn't, I don't know, she just didn't process alcohol very well. She would turn into a different person. She met this Mexican guy, and she got really drunk, and next thing I find out is she's at his hotel room. I found out a little bit of information from her friends, so I had the first pieces of the puzzle, and I just started asking questions, and I'd catch her slipping up. And then one time we got into an argument, and I was so close to finding out anyways. You know, I found out other details, they were making out. Then I found out they were naked in bed together, but she wouldn't actually admit to it. And then finally, she just did. She admitted it to me. 2 weeks later, I was in Medellin. I didn't waste any time. I called up my buddies. They were down with going. They had been seeing Instagram videos, and we took off, and I didn't want to leave. I wasn't going to leave and go back, sit in my big cold house by myself, because I was used to her being there with me, and it was just like, but I'm in a very small, remote area. I'm in a farming community. It's not like I can go to a club or go on Tinder and meet another girl. There's none there, like zero. So Medellin was a big draw for me because it's cheap. You know, there's girls everywhere. The food is great. And then I've been down here focusing on my health. You know, I've been working out every day. I've been eating super healthy. I barely drink, not using any drugs. And so it's like a whole lifestyle thing for me, not just down here, you know, sad because I broke up with a girl. I mean, this was a whole lifestyle mission for me. From when I came in, big difference, right? From when I came in, all the stuff that got added.
Oh, so
today.
what are the new?
So the past 2 days, this whole hand yesterday, this yesterday, this yesterday, and this yesterday. And then today, this.
Which one is it?
Live long to see my success.
I love that one.
But that's
Yeah.
that's much better. That's a great idea. Very good. It looks more like a molecule instead of something out of I look way different. I made a whole series of mistakes, and they were stupid mistakes. And I think if you can avoid getting overly intoxicated, that's your number one deal right there. I was not intoxicated. I didn't have anything to drink that night. But I know I've been out. I've seen a lot of, you know, hey, I get it. You're down here on vacation. You want to party. You want to have drinks. You want to get drunk. Okay, well, make sure you're with a bunch of people, and don't try to take a girl home if you've been intoxicated. You're just opening all kinds of opportunities to be exploited. And then just follow some simple rules. Stay at a building where there's a security guard, number one. Don't meet up with a girl on a dating app at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. You know, just
I think the females in general in Colombia, they have really good family values. I've been on several dates and multiple dates, and they are not, you know, the type that are gonna just have a one-night stand. You know, you have your girls that are working, but your regular girls, I've never heard of any of my friends having a one-night stand with just a normal Colombian girl.
Fritz has now been in Colombia for a couple of months, and it's now almost his final few nights as he plans on leaving to the United States.
Is that where Eric's spot is, somewhere around here?
Damn!
That's a promo video for my products.
Yeah!
I wanted you to Skyler, Breaking the Best.
Yeah. Show a picture of it
business.
when he had cancer and he was 80 pounds, and then now.
This is what my products can do for you. Is that right?
Right here?
33.
Continue on Glorieta Valerius for 200 meters.
Yeah, man, he was down to 80 pounds. That'd be, if he would let you do it, man, that would really work.
And then this girl asked me to drive with her, to hire a car and drive with her to her family's place for Christmas. In the name of the area is called, oh my gosh, I've forgotten. But anyway, so left here. And yeah, so she asked me to drive with her, but she said I'd have to cover up and I have to like wear a mask and a hat. And then when we go to the house, I'd have to stay in the house for the entire Christmas break. So I was like, what is the point of that? And she said, well, no, you'll get kidnapped otherwise.
That's crazy.
So I'm too gringo. I was like, yeah, I do not want to go there, but thank you for your kind offer.
I'm at the front of the club right now.
The only thing that's keeping a lot of these Americans from coming here and spending money is the fear of being robbed or drugged by girls, especially if a lot of the gentlemen that are coming down, you know, because to interact with the, you know, the beautiful girls of Medellin. If they feel that they're gonna be drugged or robbed.
We got a big documentary coming out. Yeah. Oh, really? What, and then you just ran a copper pipe?
I can't imagine how many Americans decide, I don't want to go to Medellin because I don't want to get robbed or drugged or come back in a body bag, because those feelings are out there. If it hasn't already, I think a tipping point is coming soon where this is just, it's gotta come down, whether it happens politically or, you know, like me, myself, haven't been in the military and in special forces. You know, this would be very easy to curb, in my opinion, you know, put some undercovers out there.
You know, with Fritz, it's likely it can happen to again any time anyway.
Yeah.
It's like if I did for that shit.
The edge. Purposely invite scope girls over just to hang out with them.
I like being
And
fall
she
in
was
love with
beautiful.
you, and she's all like,
Yes,
I was
and I'll
gonna drug
reform
you,
her.
daddy, but now I'm not going to
And I'll
anymore.
reform her. Now that's a story.
You fucking
Meeting
say.
a scope girl and reforming her. She likes me so much she gives up that life.
That's right.
And I save her.
Yeah, there's so many empty places in the business.
I don't know how to do Amigo! Thank you. Gracias.
Home, take me home, 'cause I may die tomorrow, but I'll live to
Watch eating time.
I wasn't happy to leave Colombia, but I thought that now is the right time to get back to the United States, to my real life, and focus on my business, which in recent months has actually been doing very well as we start the development of new properties. It's been a lot of hard work, but that's what comes with trying to take your business to the next level. When I arrived back to the United States, to the remote town that I live in, oddly enough, I was now appreciative of the peacefulness, the fresh air, and the natural noises. Completely different to Medellin, which can be a little crazy sometimes.
Don't listen, do you?
On a personal front, I'm back in the gym and going harder than ever. And so, as they say, your health is your wealth. And so I focus on that. Since I've been back, it's been a lot of hard work, but in between, I've tried to have fun, playing golf with friends, enjoying riding across town during a motorcycle event. There's been a lot of action.
We cut right through the fucking crowd. We don't wait for nobody. Get out the way. We got VIP right here. VIP right here in front of the Kid Rock concert.
Medellin is a great place to visit, and in terms of being drugged by girls, it is very easily prevented because someone following just some basic simple rules, it can't happen and it won't happen. I love Colombia, but I don't see myself traveling there anytime soon. There's a lot of work to be done here, but who knows? I'm just glad that I'm alive.
Damn it, let's get out of here. Party's over. Make a hole, make a hole.